Currently, God declares that the Most High resides in secret, which is the location of your secure haven. You must demonstrate your confidence in me by making me your refuge, as I am your refuge. You are not a chicken little, you are an eagle saint. It is time for eagle saints to ascend and witness the full extent of my plans being realized on earth. Don't allow fear to control your life, your spirit, or your plans in my kingdom. Instead, devise strategies for significant progress. Prepare for the unforeseen events that neither the human population nor the collective intelligence of the world can anticipate. You were aware that a period of transition was imminent. I would like to inform you that the current state of affairs in the business sector has been terminated. What is it about this type of situation that compels you to flee? You will no longer derive the same advantages from the activities you previously engaged in to manage your life. Today marks the commencement of a new season and a new day. Today is the day when all things are equal in both paradise and on earth. This is a negative event for those who are not in Christ, as they have been defying me for an extended period. The mere utterance of the divine message suffices. Which option do you prefer, darkness or light? Acknowledge and appreciate the luminosity, and implement the modifications that I am requesting. The Father commands, do not argue with me regarding this matter. I am endeavoring to respond and offer assistance by how my purpose is manifesting itself in your environment. Today, God declares that His abundance is present within you and is manifesting itself. A long life, serenity, and numerous blessings are yours as a result of the actions of Jesus on the cross. Enter your own free will and allow the gifts and inspirations I have bestowed upon you to percolate in your mind. They are the components of the splendor that resides within you in Christ. In the same manner that Christ rose from the dead to an unimaginable grandeur, I am capable of resurrecting you from the most dire circumstances. Fear not, for the price paid at Calvary encompassed both today and the days following. Do not allow the adversary to manipulate your thoughts and convince you that you are deserving of this fate due to your past transgressions. You are now at liberty. You are immaculate and flawless, akin to a neonatal infant. I am ensuring your safety by holding you near. My grace is being poured into your existence, including my overflowing grace. You will progress from faith to faith and glory to glory. This is beyond the understanding of the ordinary mind. However, the Spirit within you is aware of all things, as those conceptions originate from me. Beloved, you possess the capacity to contemplate my thoughts, even when circumstances are not favorable. Continue to persevere. Never give up or feel hopeless, as your interior self, which is governed by Jesus Christ, is renewed each day and prepared to confront the challenges of the day. What is transpiring in your vicinity? Not exceedingly challenging. The weight of grandeur on the small dust of the scale propels you forward. Be cautious of your gaze. Refrain from considering actions that could be perceived as influencing subsequent events. Please examine the components that are not visible. The hidden components of my kingdom will perpetually exist, and they determine the course of your existence, rather than viruses, government regulations, or the challenges you encounter. I am worthy of your confidence. You are not at risk. The Father informs you that you are progressing toward a higher level of grandeur. Despite the destruction of all else, God assures you today that you will remain resolute. The Father declares, I am your shield, despite the trembling. During this period, All that is susceptible to disruption is being disrupted, leaving only the unchangeable to endure. You are not a variable entity, you are a component of the immutable. Avoid feeling apprehensive or disheartened about the future. According to God, there will be a reorganization and a transformation. Nevertheless, you will experience a level of affluence and blessing that surpasses your wildest expectations once the chaos has subsided, provided that you remain receptive to my voice and adhere to the guidance of my spirit. You are not like those who have given up on faith. You are distinct from individuals who rely solely on others. You are my neighbor, and I am yours. We are experiencing this together, and you emerge unscathed, with no indication of the smoke that emanates from the tribulations that others are unable to endure. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. The Father declares, I have raised my scepter above the earth. Will individuals not submit? My name surpasses the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow, and COVID-19. Your fortune is contingent upon the economy of the nation, rather than the economy of the common populace. Observe as I place food on the ground each morning to satiate your hunger and water from the rock to quench your thirst. The Father informs you that you will consume sustenance prepared by angels from the king's tables. Your clothing will be cleansed with the blood of your adversaries. You will achieve success and emerge victorious. You will prevail over all of your adversaries. You will both guffaw and sing. Your forgiveness is as certain on earth as it is in paradise at this moment, as the price has been paid. Upon entering your Father's dominion, you will be filled with joy and radiate like the sun. Today, God declares that the kingdom is devoid of class division. Although you may maintain a social distance from others, you are still spiritually connected to my protection. I am nearby. I am as near to you as the air you breathe. I am near you, like your hands and feet. Even though you may experience a brief period of solitude, your place in my family will always be present. I am the God of both the visible and the invisible, while others oppose what is visible. Although the objects that your eyes observe may be frightening, they are only transitory. These intangible components of my dominion will perpetually exist and regulate all events that transpire in the three realms, the temporal, the physical, and the celestial. All of this was accomplished by my hand to safeguard you and provide you with immediate tranquility. Skeptics and alarmists exclusively evaluate individuals' capabilities. If you accept my assertions, you will observe not only my capabilities but also my ongoing efforts to enhance them. You are not at risk. You are currently experiencing a transformation. The situation is improving and is progressing smoothly. It is also possible that your legacy and share will be successful. Take control of the faith index and maintain a firm stance on my truth if someone is opposed to it. The enemy's theft must be repaid 100-fold. My potent army is fighting for you, bringing you angelic safety and resources, even though the palmerworm, cankerworm, and caterpillar from Joel's prophecy are causing the country to suffer. I will send the birds to bring you sustenance and water from the stream, as I have blessed you with a blessed life of happiness and health. Today, God declares that Corona is not sovereign. I am sovereign over the entire universe, as well as all bacteria and viruses. God declares, I paid the price on Calvary not only for your healing but also for your health. I assure you that you will lead a joyful existence that is immune to any virus, germ, or enemy force. The mere spilling of the sacred blood of heaven's beloved was sufficient. I have imprisoned you today. I am a fire source and a wall of protection that envelopes you. You will not be subjected to suffering or capitulate to the enemy's deceptions or the anxiety that accompanies them. I triumphed over dread 2,000 years ago. I assumed all maladies, illnesses, and curses, rendering them incapable of inflicting any harm or affecting you in any manner. Examine the hedge that I installed around my farm. You are a selected branch that emerges from the plant that I am. You are receiving my vitality from me, and my power is permeating every DNA strand and molecule in your body. You are in good health and will remain so. You are in good health and will remain so. The faith I placed in your unformed essence before the creation of the world is now manifesting as an inoculation from the Holy Spirit to safeguard you and all that is associated with you. Break free from the enchantment of fear and the fabricated evidence that appears to be genuine, as the Father assures you, I am present within you, will provide for you, and will safeguard you entirely today. Today, God informs you that you are standing on fertile ground that will yield 100-fold return. Isaac labored the ground and harvested 100 times as much, despite the famine that was occurring at the time. He accomplished this in a mere year. A significant number of individuals are traveling to Egypt, as was the case with Isaac. However, in the same way that I sent my angel to Isaac, I have also sent my angel to you. Retain your faith and listen to my gentle, hushed words. God commands that you must respond in a manner that is dissimilar to how your adversaries approach you, as if they were a torrent. Because I have favored and selected you, you will be in control of fear and its companions, rather than being under its control. I have clothed you in my justice, and the benevolence remains steadfast. I am resisting the torrents of anxiety that are engulfing you. You will resemble the Israelites who resided in the land of Goshen. You will observe the impact of the events on others, but you will not be harmed or altered. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. You are not required to close your gates, I will instead open them. Because your faith is diligently cultivating the soil of your aspirations, it will never close, regardless of the time of day or night. This soil will yield seed, fruit, and an extraordinary harvest. If you follow the path I have outlined for you and heed my voice, this will occur. The physical man will never descend this path, but the spiritual man will bravely pursue it with great anticipation of reward. Refrain from gazing to the left or right. Pay close attention to my actions and statements. According to the Father, the enemy is being defrauded of the money of nations, which enables individuals to transfer the wealth of nations to their domain. I assure you that you will remain resolute even after all others have departed, as I am by your side, ensuring that your steps are secure and swift, even in the face of uncertainty. God now declares that His timing is never appropriate for an ordinary individual. Certain events that you anticipated occurring sooner may occur at a later date than you anticipated. Because I am determined to ensure that you experience happiness, certain events that you anticipated happening at a later date will occur sooner. I will not permit you to depart, regardless of the circumstances, unless it aligns with your most profound aspirations and aspirations. God urges you to dispel the enchantment of dread that envelopes your existence today. As a result of your apprehension, you gaze to the right or left. Your attention is diverted from the product by fear. Fear seeks to divert your focus from the pursuit of the kingdom. However, beloved one, the pursuit of the kingdom guarantees that all of your requirements will be satisfied, even in the face of scarcity and uncertainty. Throughout this season, demonstrate courage. Adopt a courageous stance. Do not allow anything to impede your aspiration for the kingdom, as my word is unalterable. I will crush the problems into dust and elevate you to your place of honor, even though the events currently occurring in your life may test my promises like a tempest. According to God, today is a new day. By the principle of, as in heaven, so on earth, this year is an excellent opportunity to establish a prayer timeline for your life, as I informed the prophet in November 2023. Pray with the words that come out of your mouth. Say what you believe, rather than expressing your doubt. the mountain of problems will yield if you converse with it. Inquire, follow up, and submit requests. You will not be disappointed. Today, I am raising saviors from Zion to demonstrate my greatness, and you are one of the chosen few who are responsible for singing my praises during this gloomy time. I will accept this day as the sacred command. The angels are arriving to collaborate and finalize the details. It is not advisable to delay tasks at this time. You intended to delay certain tasks, however, I advise you to heed my words rather than the voice of humanity. Individuals do not operate in the same manner as I do. This land is the rich ground you have prayed and believed for, and it provides 100-fold, even when it is famished. Develop your conviction. Establish your aspiration. In my word, I guarantee that you will receive 100-fold return in this life if you place your hopes in me. I have selected you as my preference. As per the Father, you are my word walker. You will not be disappointed if you adhere to my instructions and implement the plans and methods I have provided. God informs you that no instrument designed to harm you will function. It is crucial to be aware that my standard is established to safeguard you when the adversary approaches. You are not at risk. You are not alone in addressing this matter. I will never abandon you or forget about you. I am with you. I, the Supreme Being, reside within you to motivate you and assist you in the execution of my noble objectives. Rather than transmitting a pathogen to you, I am exceedingly delighted to present you with the nation. Currently, my statement is accurate, and it will remain so tomorrow. I am unsurprised by the events that are unfolding in your vicinity. I am the deity who possesses the ability to perform actions. I have no concern regarding how I can assist you in overcoming the challenges you are currently facing. Inhale deeply. Inhale my tranquility and relinquish all of your anxiety and apprehension. Release your anxiety and place your faith in God. It is now time to place your confidence in someone. It is now time to demonstrate your faith in my word. Your adversary exists. Indeed, he is cognizant of your existence. He is unlikely to achieve his objectives or strategies in the end. Place your trust in my words. Meditation should be practiced continuously, regardless of the time of day. Pay close heed to the teachings of the Bible and the guidance of my spirit. My Rhema and my Logos will sustain you. Please pay close attention to the tone of my voice. At night, my words remain with you and inform you of my desires, even during the day. This is the path, proceed along it. I am the voice instructing you to maintain your gaze in that direction and refrain from looking to the right or left. That you will not experience any dissatisfaction. Today, God declares, you are the sanctuary in which I choose to reside. Remember this, you are secure in the sanctuary of my majesty. Solomon constructed the temple to provide a residence for the ark of my presence. The emissary of my presence is present with you today. I reserved a spot for you next to me at Calvary during the crucifixion. I assured you that the ark of my presence would reside within you, remain with you, and remain on you as you conduct your daily activities. I blessed the house that Solomon constructed, and I am now blessing the temple and house that you have become as a result of the new birth. The Father declares, my gaze is upon you. I have established my name in the location where you reside, as you are the temple that was not constructed by humans. Although some individuals may be experiencing a difficult day today, it is the day of my favor for you. The Father expresses his love for you because you are the resting place that Solomon's beautiful home only hinted at. Solomon's agreement granted me physical residence prestige. I have made a covenant with you through the blood of the cross, by which I guarantee that my rule will be evident in all aspects of your life. By contacting me, you are utilizing the resources and blessings that are already present within you. Day and night, the messengers of God are perpetually ascending and descending upon you. Please bear in mind that I am not a distant deity, but rather a close relative who is currently attentive to each prayer you offer. Today, God instructs you to exclude negative thoughts from your emotions. Instead of becoming engrossed in the deceptive narratives that the world, the media, and the adversary of your spirit present to you, concentrate on the assurances that are contained within my word. Any notion that contradicts my word is a product of torment and is not intended to nourish you. Establish a barrier of resistance between yourself and the circumstances, individuals, and objects that consistently emit negative, defeatist skepticism. Bad things are constantly brought to you by the enemy of your objectives, who is constantly attacking your hopes and dreams. It is time to retaliate against his numerous deceptions and schemes that are intended to cause you harm. Accept all that is clean, honest, and decent, and disregard all that is not. The Father asserts that the abundance of your heart will manifest in your existence. I have modified the human heart to operate in your favor, rather than against you. Accept what is pure, and it will eliminate what is not pure from your life. Surrender to beauty, and it will be presented to you each morning. Utilize the factors that contribute to a favorable report, and it will eventually reach you. I will pour out my virtue from my throne to heal your land, so accept the things that emanate from virtue. Is there no positive, uplifting fact or compliment that you would like to contemplate today? The Father instructs you to contemplate these matters today, as they will provide insight into your future. Currently, God instructs us to establish our foundation in His Word. Certainly, the prophets occasionally offer statements that contradict one another. One will assert that the day will be void of color and darkness, while another will assert that the mountains will be illuminated by daylight. Your emotions indicate that both are accurate. You will not be shaken, the Father says, if you direct your affection toward me. The nature of your current season is contingent upon your willingness to relinquish my plan for your life and your connections. What is it that you can provide that I am unable to provide? What actions can individuals take to cause harm to others that I am unable to rectify with a single act of divine grace? Do not be disheartened when the prophets warn that you will soon lose something significant. Nothing you have given me will be harmed by the events that are about to unfold. I am the owner of your existence and all of your possessions. I will provide you with protection and assistance. Other individuals will be astounded by your wealth and food, and they will inquire, "How is this feasible?" Your response will direct them to a compassionate Father who is concerned with the welfare of every sparrow that plummets from a branch, regardless of its size. Acceptance and faith are critical at this juncture. Do not allow any false witness or pretend miracle to influence your decision. Fear is detrimental. Never allow it to escape your mouth or remain in your heart. Demonstrate your courage and fortitude. The cranium of this enormous creature will be severed by your blade, and it will be defeated. Currently, God declares that none of these incidents has taken Him by surprise. I am the sole individual capable of determining the subsequent events in your life. Recognize the extent of the challenge you are confronted with. Do not be apprehensive, rather, be assured that you are fortified in Christ and that I will always be by your side. Please consider the numerous angels who have been dispatched to assist you in your fight until the enemy is vanquished and you emerge victorious. Numerous stores have been designated for you in the celestial domain. Your existence has already been replete with divine signs. Do not allow your faith to diminish. This is an action that you are capable of taking, according to the Father. At your disposal are the instruments of victory. Although the instruments of your struggle are not yet tangible, they are capable of dismantling any obstacle that impedes your progress. You can overcome the impassable wall, extinguish the fire of the sword, and demolish the obstacle that your adversary has erected in your path by relying on Christ. It is merely a facade maintained by the adversary. The adversary does not possess a significant obstacle that could impede your progress, as the cross dissolves any obstacles. The Father advises, do not make your decision today based on the red light of the enemy, rather, use the green light I am providing. Go forward and assume responsibility for your existence. According to God, the current situation is not particularly dire. It is not a particularly detrimental indicator. Transform your concept into reality, as the prophet did for his servant. A greater number of individuals concur with your perspective than those who oppose it. The number of spiritual entities that safeguard you is greater than the number of viruses that could potentially infiltrate your residence from a meat market in China. This is an act of war, according to deity, and I am the deity of war. The two of you were intended to engage in a physical altercation. Ascend with assurance and present your argument. Now is your opportunity to demonstrate my grandeur and accomplish great feats as the land becomes darker. This marks the culmination of the most ambitious aspirations and fantasy realizations. You are still alive, even though all human processes are currently in a state of breakdown. Individuals will observe you strolling with optimism and request, lead me to your leader. God declares that this year is the appropriate moment for, thy kingdom come, as the saying goes, as in heaven, so on earth. It is now imperative to confront challenges in your spiritual practice. Awaken. Depart. Revitalize yourself and become the individual that God has designated for you. It is not true that you or I are feeble. You are immune to harm, as I am immune to harm. The COVID-19 virus will immediately die upon contact with your hand due to the life of the Spirit within you, the same life that raised Christ from the grave. You possess characteristics that are indicative of a revival. You possess a spiritual fortitude that emanates from the divine. The Father declares, show strength and joy, for I am with you in all things today. Today, God declares, I am your salvation from all the attacks and threats of the enemy. He asserts that the skeptics and alarmists have observed specific events, but they opt to reside in a world that entirely rejects my existence. I am of the firm conviction that you will remain resilient in the face of the destruction of the world's fundamental structures. When science, politics, and all other domains of authority have failed you, you will discover refuge in the concealed sanctuary of the Most High. Maintain a sense of tranquility and composure by acknowledging that I reside within you, observing my residence, and have inscribed my seal on the temple that you are. It is now time for my men and women to unite as the group and force that I have summoned them to be. Now is the time for supplication. As the saying goes, as in heaven, so on earth. This year, there is no COVID-19 in paradise. Heaven is devoid of facial masks. After passing through specific gates, there are no hand sanitizing stations. There are no quarantines or hysterical talk show presenters. It is important to remember that the Spirit that raised Christ from the dead also resides within you and provides you with life in ways that are beyond the scope of a stethoscope or slide. I am the source of your resilience. I will ensure that you are protected from all pathogens and diseases. It is now time for my inner self to radiate in the world of your Father, much like the sun. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.